Can I play my music still? I can. Yes, you're done. Chunky boy. Why, hey! It's Mr. Ross Lynch. I have no idea what I'm doing. Don't know if you can hear me from a little mic. But I see you. Playables? No. Can I message? Can't message, but I see a hey! Hey, man. I realised that the absolute shame of me that I had not washed my AAT. So I figured, while I got a bit of time, go and do all that. Tut tut indeed. But hey, you know, I managed to got everything else painted. Like the turret's done. Pretty much, just got to go on the inside of the hatches. He's done. Then I've been working on a couple of Night Lord stuff. Let's get some basing bits ready. What else? I think that's kind of it for this evening. I've kind of been working on. Don't know how. I'm going to turn that music down a little bit. But yeah. You've been working on much Legion stuff for the minute? Neat job. Oh yeah, what happened to your oh hang on. Oh, hold a pile of shame. Pile of base stuff. Yeah, no, it has been mega hot. But I'm glad we got a little bit of a breeze, you had a bit of overcast, and it's cooled down enough in my little painting glass house for me to do some shit. Oh yeah, I've got a video coming up for Sunday, and a lot of people have voted for a Legion, um, a clone Legion that I hadn't heard of before. And they're in black armor with little bits of yellow. You should, I can't remember it from the top of my head, but have a little look at the poll I did because they look really, really cool. And I think if I were to do GAR, I'd probably do them just because they look sick. Oh, just as a random question because I'm new to this thing, but can you hear any music coming through? And is it too loud or too quiet? Voice is clear though. Not noticeable Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh, great film. Great film. I do love it. I haven't seen the third one, but I was told not to because there's an otter character that they mistreat, and obviously I adore otters, so I've been told not to watch it because it's a bit sad. The third one, but both the first and the second one are fantastic. Yeah, I'm glad that the music isn't coming through all that loudly. It means then I don't know. I kind of thought maybe I might get collared out with the old CC copyright. If that's the thing that affects live streams, I don't know. Like I say, first time doing it because Moz is out with a friend at a craft fair thing. I was painting and I thought, you know what? I'll give it a go. Banhammer. Yeah. Want to avoid the banhammer, man. Move that out of the way. I bet you thought that was glued, didn't you? Yeah. No, I was just lazy and thought, oh, that fit really, really well. So I'll leave it as that. Plus, it made it so easy as well just to put the wash down the side here because it was there and I could just go beep, move it right up out of the way. lethal. So that's kind of... Ah, shit, this side. Yeah. Yeah, my camera's at a funny angle just because it wouldn't go landscape, and obviously my desk and everything's all set up in the landscape format, so I've had to sort of compromise, have the camera at a bonky angle. And go like this. It's what you're doing in the kitchen then, not watching Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, man, it's definitely it's a Xenos Rhino. Yeah. Very funny looking Rhino. Nice to see you, David Marshall. Welcome to the first ever Lynch Paints live stream, which may or may not be good. But at least it might be somewhat entertaining. So then, Dave, have you been working on much lately? So 40k, 30k, all the better games, Star Wars Legion. Yeah, no, I'm doing well. I'm doing very well, sir. It's finally a safe enough temperature for me to actually paint in the conservatory again. So I figured, while the wife's out, crack on with the bit of painting, catching up on some Legion stuff. Are you doing all right too? Right, so that's that done. Do some basing. Oh, I might change the music up in a sec. I do try and plan. Doesn't always go according to plan, but you know. I'm glad you're doing okay, buddy. Glad you're doing well. Right. So that's one of the few paints on my paint rack that's actually survived the heat wave. I think like 80%, if not more, has just completely withered away and dried up. Ooh, that's way too bright. What we're doing there? Funny because of my... I think it is. Ooh. With your what? Tamiya cement. Oh, right, yeah. For a second there, I thought, what the heck are you going on about? I do love a good bit of dry brushing over a big old base. Oh man, the humidity is just bonkers. Nah. Okay. That'd be why. Yeah, no, the humidity is just shocking. Matt, I'm back. I'm back. Just changing tunes on Spotify. I thought maybe I could like run Spotify at the same time. Like hop over onto the app and this is still going live, but it said, oh no, it's reconnected. So I don't know. Well, that's not too bad. It's like Geonosian, so orangey sand kind of colour. It's annoying. I sprayed like a varnish over the top just to seal in this powder. And it's made some of the stones all white. Oh, I wonder if I've got like a proper darker brown. Yeah, that looks like it's survived the heat as well. Happy days. Happy days. So, Mr. Marshall, what are you working on today, this week, this month? I imagine that you like the most of us, whereby the answer is yes, everything. Too much. Yes. Yeah. Oh, I tell you what, man. I've got my 3D printer running in the background, which is why my second lamp isn't on. It's kind of off over there. And it's printing out some more Star Wars Legion bits to do all these clone videos. But I might just unclip it. And just, yeah. Yeah. So this is my desk when it's not all tidy for painting video. So yeah, there's my tank. There's a Night Lord's Dreads that printed off. Just need to sort out a proper base for him. There's a Thousand Suns Contemptor over there. Got my Night Lord's jetpacks over Outriders. Some more Thousand Suns hiding behind there. Yeah, this is where the magic happens. Some other bits are printed off for upcoming videos and bits and pieces. Just enjoying a nice little French cider that a friend of mine gave me. Quite a nice tipple. And then some crap down here as well. Oh, so got these Army Painter paints that I'm slowly replacing my Games Workshop collection as well. Because I mean, the dropper bottles are just so much fun, so much fun. Then yeah, there's more grey printed plastic down there. There's some in that bag for terrain. My old paint rack that's just shriveling up and dying. And my cats just came in as well. Say hi. Hi to the good people of YouTube. Nah, she's not going to say hi. Yeah, Thousand Suns. Thousand Suns. Shit. Wait a minute. So I'll just pan out a little bit. So yeah, there's Praetor in Terminator armor. And 2 10-man squads, fully painted up. I've just got to do all the bases, and I'm not too sure how to do it, what theme to go for. But yeah, all 3D printed. Not a single penny has gone to Games Workshop. I love it. You gotta love it. Oh, same with some of these clone guys as well. Dust them more dust. Yeah. So yeah, got this clone mini that I found and printed off. He's stood on top of a B2. And I might going to use him for a video. I've also got something for your Ross as well. I don't know how we can see it really. With this clone guy. Clone trooper, and he's doing the old chakra. But yeah. Also, here's my little Hondo for the pirates. So yeah, I'm gonna try and print out a load of pirate stuff, because I hear they're doing really well in with Legion. So, and they're just fantastic. Like in the Clone Wars TV show, Like, they're brilliant. Absolutely hilarious. Hondo is such a legend. He's the absolute. This is fantastic. Let's see. Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, he's brilliant. Will you paint any more Shatterpoint? To answer your question, Bev, I've never painted any Shatterpoint stuff. This is all Legion, all Star Wars Legion, baby. I don't know. I've kind of like put it on pause for now. No, I haven't. I'm painting. I'm painting a load of clone legions at the minute. So yeah, you should check it out. Tell you what, sneak some speed paint into there. Turn that down. Support of the scum. No, I do have some rebels. I do have some rebels. Rebel scum. Paint them up in a really nice Hoth theme. And yeah, they're really good. They're good. I do love the Snowspeeder. It's just such an iconic vehicle, you know. Do you know what? That's not too bad. That's not too bad. But yeah, no. Yeah, going back to you, Bev. If you're wondering about recent Star Wars Legion, check out my Star Wars Legion playlist. You will find a couple of recent clone painting guides for your leisure. And also there's a poll as well. You can vote on which one I'm going to be painting next out of an option of 4. If you wanna. What's that with that white line down there? Do I just paint it black? Got the, you got. Yeah, they got 2 clone commandos on it. The clone commandos. Ross Lynch, give me a hand. Have they got the clone commandos in Star Wars Legion? For some reason, my mind's blanking. I'm thinking of the droid commandos, and then obviously like the rebel commandos as well. Would they be the is it the ARFs? ARF troopers? I can't remember. Yes, yes, there is the answer to your question. Shove that in there. Started watching the clone, guys. We're enjoying your style. Thank you very much. Oh, that's silver. Shit. Yeah, I try and make things as easy and simple as possible. For one thing, it just makes it easier for my audience and you guys to follow along, and also it's just easier for me to paint as well. So no, I'm really glad that you're enjoying my stuff. Don't know where your comments gone. There we go. Clone Commandos and separate card for Delta. Oh yeah, Delta Squad. Delta Squad is brilliant. That was a fun painting guide. Paint them up as the guys from that old Star Wars game. I'm going to get some hate for that, but I'm blanking on the name of it. Was it just called Delta Squad? That game. I can't quite remember. I know that Ed would lambast me for that. But he's not here. Right. I'll paint something a little bit more interesting in a minute. Sorry, it's just like a beige base at the minute. But I just want to get this done. So then when I field it in a battle against Sergeant Commando Ross. In a few weeks' time, it's going to look the biz. Making long distance land bus. You for now. Yeah, sorry, man. Cool. Right. Do I have a cream colour that's actually usable? That is the question. I don't think I do, but I do have Army Painter Matte White. Yeah. Probably do like a bit of yellow, but yeah. Mix that, and we make a lighter brown. 2 words. First word sounds like brown. So is that a yay or nay for more Halo? Oh, Halo Flashpoint. Sorry, I thought you meant Star Wars Legion. Sorry, Star Wars Flashpoint. The Halo stuff. Right, so I've got... I haven't got that many minis left to paint that I can do guides for, but I did have a little rummage around my random pile of 3D bits that I printed off a long time ago and then sort of forgotten about. And one of them is a Halo Flood Form, which I have base sprayed. Especially now, Bev. Don't know how well that's going to turn out. How well it's going to focus. But there is a Marine Flood Form with a rocket launcher. That should give you a bit of a chill, because these guys were such a pain in the ass on Combat Evolve in Halo 2 as well. So I'm going to do a flood themed painting guide with this guy. I've also got a flood form for it's a elite and a brute as well. I've got just randomly in a pile. But in terms of like small miniatures, that's kind of it, because I've done grunts, jackals, marines, Spartans. I haven't done the drones, but I think I found like a decent enough file for me to print out to paint the drones. And all the other bits are like vehicles. And I don't tend to do painting guides for vehicles just because, you know, let's say I'm doing this AAT. It's taken up a lot of room. Oh, I've done hunters. I will show you my 2 hunters. Yeah, so there's Bill and Bob. But yeah, no, they turn out fantastic. 3D printed. I'm sure it's like the back piece was a separate part, and the arms. I think there was a drawing on the legs. But yeah, it turned out really, really nicely. I love the contrast with the blue and the orange. Again, you know, I've got a little guide for that. I should give them a base, because at the minute he's just got a bit of blue tack just to keep him up. It's like the Ferrero Rocher advert. I'm sorry. Oh, tell you what I do have as well, that painted up a while back, but again, didn't do a guide on it just because it's quite big. I'm sorry about the lighting as well. It's not ideal. It's a bit dusty, but yeah, got a little hornet. that I did with an airbrush before it decided to completely break on me. But yeah, no, it turned out really, really well. Yeah, and also it has a little point for flight stand as well. So yeah, man, I need to dust these. Thank you very much, Bev. And I do have somewhere knocking about the crew that sit in the little spots. There's one with a Spanker rocket launcher, and I think there's one with a BR as well. I'd have a little check for that, but anyway, yeah, that's just some random bits and pieces. Bits and pieces. Ew. Ugh. Also did a Banshee as well a little while back. But again, like with the airbrush, it's so much better to do it with the Covenant stuff. Just because you get that really lovely blend, that really lovely smooth blend with an airbrush. Which, I mean, you can do without airbrush. You can use sponges, you can use dry brushes as well, but it was much easier at the time to do it with my airbrush. But yeah, the files. There's in the links to my Halo guides, there's a link to a Facebook page that when you join up, and if you ask permission for a Google Drive folder, all the files are on there. Failing that, you can look at Colts 3D, or failing that as well, you can always look at Telegram. There should be some pages on there that you can join for like Halo stuff. Oh, right. See you later, Ross. Been a pleasure having you on. It has been lovely and brief. Have a nice evening. Used to seeing it without the crew. Yeah, no, it is nice without the crew, to be fair. What am I doing now? Probably should tidy up the edges with that, but that's the base pretty much done. Geonosian, yeah. That's kind of it, really. Super carrier. Oh man, I'd love to paint up a super carrier. That would be freaking awesome. Absolutely awesome. I do have a file for a frigate. You know, like the UNSC Savannah. I do have one of those, which obviously, you know, with the 3D printer, you know, you can scale it up, scale it down, scale it all around. Which I'm tempted to print off and just kind of have as a just a little display, really. That sponge doesn't do much. Rubbish. No, it's because this is drying up. Shit. Yeah. I have mentioned it, man. Oh, I need to shade that more. There we go. Yeah, I think I'll have to print that off at some point. Once I'm done with my 1,000 Suns and all my Halo bits, not Halo bits, Star Wars Legion bits, I'll move on to Halo. Because I've got plans with a friend of mine to make a Halo style RPG. Because we tried to do a like a D&D 5e conversion to Halo, and it just wouldn't really work properly. obviously Halo is very, very much, you just go in, you smash things. It's a lot of shooting as opposed to doing magic and exploration and all that kind of stuff. So we're making our own system, which should be really, really, really cute. I think there's a Halo. Yeah, no, I've seen like a fan-made Halo 5e out and about on the web that looks pretty good. Move all this crap off. But yeah, that's my tank. Yeah, so Dave, it's going to be our game that I'm working on with a friend of mine. Is going to be on a D10 basis, with everything from like attacking, rolling, all your ability checks, all that kind of stuff. It's going to be D10s. And yeah, we worked out like a skill tree kind of thing as well. Working out weaponry and all that good stuff. I'm just going to turn that down a bit. Don't know if that made the lighting any better. I might have to. Not. I might have to end the stream in a bit, just because it's getting a bit, I think, awkward for you guys to see. But I'm going to use this little bit of peanut butter. But yeah, D10. Because obviously, like most sort of role players, they've got a big bag of dice, and they've always got like a D10 on hand. And we just thought like D10 would be cool. And kind of stealing a bit from Warhammer 40k, when you do your rolls, you have to roll under a certain value. So like with the leadership check that you have to do, leadership 10, you can roll 2d6 and get under 10. So it's like the lower you roll, the better your chances of doing a thing, whether that's like opening a door, whether that's shooting a grunt in the face, whether that's picking up a chair and chucking it at a hunter. And then you have your modifier to that roll. So let's say, chucking a chair at a hunter, it would be like your strength, so unarmed combat style score, which let's say is 4. So I've got to roll under a 4, but then you then have to factor in the resistance of the hunter. So, the hunter is going to be really, really hard to hit. So he's going to add modifiers to your rolls. Then you might have to try and end up rolling a 2 on a d10. We're going to roll under a 2. So there's still a chance, but it's a very, very low chance to try and get that. So that's kind of what we're rocking with at the minute. But yeah, it's just trying to find the time just to try and finish it all off. Jerome. Yeah. Oh man, I've got so many Night Lord stuff to base up. Because that's the thing, I mean, like, get the 3D printer. If you can, do it. But you will soon find you end up making your own pile of potential. I don't like calling it a pile of shame because it's too negative, and I'm very, very upbeat, glass half full, if not half full. Kind of guy. But yeah, you do very quickly end up with a lot of stuff in your hands. What am I doing with this? Oh, no, we're good. But yeah. This is just so much easier to base with using this stuff. Like just slap it on, texture it a little bit if you want, and then bada bing, bada boom. I'm sure you can use PVA glue, do all that kind of stuff, but I like that stuff. Oh, there you go. Something else. If in doubt, use a knife. Not with everything. But yeah, no, I do want to get back into doing some more Halo stuff because obviously the new Halo game has come out and I'm loving it. I have stayed away from any kind of like overall game review because I want to experience it for myself, check it all out because it's worth seeing it for yourself, especially with Halo, man. I mean, come on, you know. Had a Tamiya, but it didn't really. Yeah, Vallejo. Vallejo's fantastic. It's a shame that my local hobby store doesn't stock Vallejo. He tends to stock Army Painter, and then there's a bookshop that does all the Games Workshop stuff, which, you know, it is what it is. There's some paints that are great, like my Thousand Suns. That metallic red is dry brushing the bolt gunmetal and then chainmail over the top, and then using Flesh Terror's red contrast over the top. And it's really, really nice. You still get that shine. And it's really easy as well because as you're dry brushing, you've already done all the metallic stuff. So all you got to do is just carefully just paint around it, and you're golden. But yeah, he didn't have any red contrast for red speed paint from Army Painter, but he had a red metallic. So I thought, oh, I'll give that a go, and it's just not right, you know. Just didn't quite turn out right. Didn't go any further after Reach either. Oh man, Reach was peak. Absolute. Oh, chef's kiss. Like not only the story, but the multiplayer. Like I think that they peaked, really truly peaked with the multiplayer. The way that you have to gain the credits, and then you rank up and you get, you know, like second sergeant, corporal, marshal. You get all the really fancy ranks. You get the little badge as well that goes with it. And then if you wanted an armor piece, you just save up your credits and buy it. Like it's such a simple, elegant solution to customization. Whereas now, in like the newer games, it's all freaking DLCs and loot boxes, and it's shit. And then if you want to go and try and unlock it for yourself without spending any money, you either can't, or it's some obscure achievement that you had to do, like in Halo 5, and it's like, oh, kill 25 elite rangers with a plasma pistol whilst on a certain map or certain level. I'm like, what? I didn't know. Fuck off. Just do it with credits. Let me save up for it, and then let me buy it with in-game currency. Like that. That was the way. Yeah, obviously Halo Reach, perfect. My top two favorites, because I just can't rank one any higher or lower than the other. But my favorite two is Halo Reach, as we have discussed, and then Halo ODST. Like the atmosphere, the soundtrack is, it's just incredible. Absolutely incredible. But yeah, no, I do miss it. I'd love it if they did a Halo ODST, like a second one. That'd be amazing. Hello. I'm live streaming. Yeah, that's all right. I thought I'd give it a go. Yeah, I do. That's okay. So that was Mrs. Lynch Paints. Just came by to say hi. Realised Reach was such a mixed game. Yeah, no. So Reach, I think that the reason why it was so mixed is because it conflicted with the book, with the novelization. And obviously the book came out before the game, and a lot of purists were like, "This isn't like the game." Sorry, this isn't like the book. So they just kind of lambasted it. But in the game, they had to speed up the time frame when everything all kind of kicked off, because you only got so much story to tell in a game versus a book. So they had to kind of speed things up a little bit. But I think they nailed it. I haven't read the book of The Fall of Reach. I think I listened to it on audiobook, and it was brilliant. But yeah, I still think that the game was just 11 out of 10. Beautiful. To be either in love with it or dislike it. Yeah, I didn't think that Reach would be such a Marmite kind of game. I just thought universally it would just be brilliant, or to some people kind of meh. But no, I love Reach. But what are your thoughts on ODST? Care what you wish for. I don't think Halo Studios would. How to drive an ODST yeah. And I don't know if they're getting Marty O'Donnell back to do the soundtrack. I don't know if he's still doing it, Marty O'Donnell. I have to check. Because that guy was amazing when it came to making the music. But yeah, it's one of those, is it like a monkey's paw kind of thing? Like, yay, they finally done the Halo ODST 2. And it's a bit meh. But I don't know. I love Halo, so I think that if they just followed the story of Alpha 9, like in the novels, I think that'd be beautiful. Or even just base it on like a different ODST squad. That would be really cool. I mean, like more ODSTs, more games that revolve around you playing as someone other than a Spartan would still be really, really cool. There's something a little bit different. But yeah, no, I'll definitely have to paint up some more Halo minis, do some more painting guides, bits and pieces. But I'm kind of almost running out of models, factions, kind of characters. I mean, I suppose I could try and find files for the Banished and print them off and do guides and that sort of thing, but I don't know. I could do some of the vehicles, perhaps. Maybe. What else am I working on? So they're going to dry for a while. Yeah, they look good. Stick some of these on. So many ways you can expand the... Yeah, no. definitely right. You could go further back. I mean, they've got the 3 prequel missions on Combat Evolved, the new one, which I haven't played yet because as the game was installing, got to the point where I could play it, and then went to try the 3 prequel missions, and it said, "No, sorry, can't play that right now." So that was a little bit frustrating, but I'm gonna play that soon. If not tonight, probably tomorrow night. But yeah, no, they could go back to Contact Harvest. They could go towards the insurrectionists as well. Um, there's so many like stories and other bits and pieces that could take it down. Um, they're almost like sport for choice. Maybe that's why that they haven't done that many outside of the Master Chief, perhaps. Yeah, no, they are definitely going for the safe option of just remaking it. But at least it's going to be a better remake than the one that 343 did. I mean, certainly with the first, with the Combat Evolved, like it's like night and day difference. It's crazy. But the Halo 2 remake, that was phenomenal. That was, I think it was Blur that did the cutscenes for that, which were the ones that also did the Halo Wars. And they look amazing, absolutely amazing. But yeah, I just yeah would like more and different stories with Halo. What does everyone think about the Henry Cavill news? If you've heard it, because they got that. His name escapes me, but it's the director that is known for doing like horror suspense films. It's coming in to do it. Released to be like the head of directing it. It sounds like it might be pretty damn good. Yeah, no, I think Northern Exile did a video covering it and like his thoughts on it. So go and check that out in a bit. If you'd like. Cool. That'll do. That'll do. Near the news. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm glad it's going to be the Inquisition rather than jumping straight into being a Space Marine, because I think that would throw a lot of people off. But if they did it as the Inquisition, then at least they can introduce humans into it and then slowly build the world up from there. Is he going to play Eisenhorn? I'm not sure. Right, get that out of here. Get that out of here. As I get here, lots of folks reckon an Eisenhorn. Was it not confirmed to be Eisenhorn? Or is it still up in the air? Senator Nationals is saying that he played Lord Lugrift. Oh, Lord Huron. Is in Huron Blackheart. I'm sure he'll be back any day. Hey, you never know. You never know. He might reply just especially for you, sir. Well, that's a good one. Hey, if he does, let me know. Yes. Yes, before he fell into chaos. Why did he fall into chaos? Because of tax reasons. It's so silly, but I love it. Maybe I should have put some of that stuff onto here. Damn. Out with the peanut butter. Add a little bit more texture. But no, the Bad Ab War, that was fantastic series. Rest in peace, Alan Bly. Absolute legend. Get off. Or was he? What, do you reckon they got him chained up in the dungeons of Warhammer World HQ? I mean, surely not. Otherwise, Horus Heresy 3.0 wouldn't have been a colossal flop. Aaron Bly was 82. Captain. Who's Captain Bly? Have you heard of Captain Bly? Yeah. I don't know. Oh, okay. No, so I was just asking my wife to see if she knew who Captain Bly was, because she's more knowledgeable on odd things like that. I don't know. Is it in a book? Is he a film? Is he a real person? Captain Bly. What a nice guy. He's super fly. Don't let him die. Real person, mutiny on the bounty. Why does the bounty ring a bell? And I'm not talking about the chocolate bar. Because that is a tasty, tasty treat. But no, I did not know that he was related to a real seafaring capitan. Yes. I'm gonna need a gray and a blue. I don't know, your knowledge on nautical famous people is much better than mine. Other than Davy Jones, mine is 0. Oh yeah, I'm Blackbeard. Yep. Originated from Bristol. I'm sorry, Dave. Did not mean to offend. Maybe I should go back to school. Brush up on my nautical history. Yeah, you know, I could talk all day and night about 40k, 30k, Star Wars, Jurassic Park, dinosaurs in general. Gardening, yeah, plants. So yeah, my brain was in like nerdy stuff. But yeah, plants. Oh yeah, I could talk you to death of boredom about grass if you want, but yeah, when it comes to Navy people, yeah, dinosaurs' eyes. Fail me for the last time. I'm sorry. I'll be sure not to choke on my aspirations. The lawn. Yes, yes, the lawn type of grass. Oh, you mean that kind of grass? Yeah, I wouldn't know anything about that kind of grass. No. Don't know what you mean. But yeah, there's been not much grass cutting at the minute with all this drought. I'm enjoying it though. I will miss it when the winter hits, that's for sure. Turn lavender into a. I've been trying to make the. Ah, wicked. That is really, really lovely. Got to be a friend of the bees. Got to look out for those bees. They're just such funny creatures, aren't they? Love them. Lavender into a heliport. Yeah, I mean, ours is getting a lot of activity as well. And our buddleia. And the leucanthemums at the back as well. I love that. A heliport. Such a good description. But no, I haven't cut my lawn in. Oh, man, it must be like coming up to 3 months now. It's fine. It's a tiny lawn, but it's a little bit of worrying. It'll come back. Very bee-friendly garden. Good. I love it that now that you can go into a garden centre and it'll have a little sticker on to say if it's bee friendly. And I always tend to go for those. But if I can grow them from seed, even better. Right. I'm going to have to end this lovely stream in a sec. It's been a pleasure having you on. And yeah, I don't know when the next one's going to be. This is just a random like impromptu kind of stream. But yeah, it's been lovely chatting to you all. And stay safe, stay beautiful. And we'll see you all next time. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think it was pretty successful as well. Got up to 3 people, which is 3 more than I was expecting. So, you know, I know like not much is kind of, you know, did like a bit of weathering on the AET, did a bit of basing, then kind of moved on to a bit of non-metallic metal on this guy. So I just didn't know what to expect. So I just thought, well, I'll just paint and that's kind of it. But yeah, it's all about the flow. Thank you. Thank you very much, Dave. It's been a pleasure. We'll see you soon. Take care.